Welcome to ABC Interactive English. Hello everyone, I'm Karen.
Hello, I'm Matt. Today we are looking at an article called What Musical Instruments Do You Play?
That's right. So let me ask you, Matt, do you play any musical instruments or have you played any musical instruments?
I don't play any now, but I have started to play many musical instruments.
Okay, so I guess you're pretty musically talented, right?
Well, I only started. I didn't get very far.
Okay.
So when I was in kindergarten, I started to play the violin.
Oh, you know how to play the violin?
No, I don't. I played for a short time and I didn't like it. So then I
quit.
started to play piano.
Oh, you play the piano.
A little bit.
Okay.
So I played piano for maybe a year or maybe 2 years at most.
Uh-huh.
And then I quit that also.
Is it because you didn't like it?
Because I liked playing sports more and I needed more time for sports.
Okay.
Then when I was in 6th grade, I joined the local band in my city and I wanted to play the drums.
Okay.
But in your first year, you can't play the drums. So I had to play saxophone
Really?
for 1 year.
Okay.
And then in the second year, I could play the drums.
That's awesome.
So I did that for 1 year. And then I got bored and stopped and had to play more sports.
So do you play any musical instruments right now or you have forgotten how to play all of them?
I can play a couple tunes on the piano. And I think I can still play the drums.
Really?
I think so.
Okay, well, I do love musical instruments, and that's what we'll be talking about today. So let's get into it.
Joni and Stevie are listening to music.
What a groovy song! And the trumpet player is fantastic.
I bought the album because of him. Also, I have a soft spot for the trumpet because I played it in school.
Hi everyone. Today we are looking at part A of What Musical Instruments Do You Play?
And I am a music lover, so I would really enjoy today's lesson.
Yes, I also love music, even if I can't really play any now.
Okay, so let's check out today's dialogue. We're looking at a dialogue between Joni and Stevie. Joni and Stevie are listening to music. And I think that's what a lot of people like to do in their spare time, right?
It's a nice thing to do with a friend as well, because then you can talk about what you like and don't like about a song or some music.
Exactly. So Joni starts off the conversation by saying, "What a groovy song! And the trumpet player is fantastic." What a groovy song. So what does it mean when I say a song is groovy?
Okay, so groovy is an adjective which means fashionable or cool, but also when we use it for something like a song, it means it's something you can groove to. So groove is another word for to dance. So if a song is groovy, it means it makes you want to dance. It makes you want to move your body to the sounds of the music.
All right. I love groovy songs because I love music and I love to dance. And we're saying groovy song, and the song, the word is a noun. Basically, it just means like a musical piece that is adapted to singing. So you could say that the children are singing a song. And sometimes maybe you like to listen to sad songs when you feel sad. And maybe you like to listen to happy songs when you feel happy. So what kind of songs do you like to listen to?
I like to listen to happy songs because I'm always happy.
You're always happy? No one is always happy.
Well, sometimes when I'm sad, I also listen to a happy song to make me happy again.
Okay, I have to agree with that because I used to think if you are sad, then you should listen to sad songs. But actually, when you're sad and you listen to happy songs, it puts you in a better mood.
So Stevie replies, I bought the album because of him. Him being the trumpet player that she mentioned. Also, I have a soft spot for the trumpet because I played it in school.
I have a soft spot. When you say that you have a soft spot for something, it just means that you feel or you like it a lot, right? I have a soft spot for the trumpet. That means you like the trumpet very, very much, right? If you like someone or something very, very much, this is something that you can use.
Okay, so he said he bought the album because of this trumpet player. So an album is a noun and it's a collection of recordings, sometimes songs or music, or can also be spoken word like comedy. And it's a collection of recordings on usually a CD or a record. So you can buy an album of your favorite musical artist and get all of their songs together on one CD.
That's right, but do you still do that? When you want to listen to a song, do you still buy a CD?
Well, I think I don't buy CDs anymore. I actually listen to them on digital music platforms. So I have not bought an album for a very long time.
Same here. If I want to listen to songs, sometimes I would go on YouTube or sometimes I would download the songs too. But we used to buy CDs when we were younger.
Yes.
Okay, how about let's take a short break and we'll be back to find out what happens next.
That's cool. My first instrument was the piano.
Actually, my first was the recorder, but I found it too easy.
Honestly, I didn't care for the piano, so I wasn't a very diligent student.
Did you keep learning?
No, my mom changed me to the flute and then triangle because they're also in classical music.
I see.
Welcome back. So we were just with Joni and Stevie and they were listening to music. Joni really liked the music and she said that the trumpet player was fantastic. Stevie then told her that he bought the album because of that trumpet playing and that he has a soft spot for the trumpet because he played it in school.
That's right. And having a soft spot for something, that means you have a special feeling. You like it a lot, right? So now Joni says, that's cool. My first instrument was the piano. So Joni also knows how to play, I guess, maybe a few musical instruments because she said, my first, right?
Right. So she's got more than one. The first was piano, but we have to find out what were the others after that.
That's right.
Stevie responds, actually, my first was the recorder, but I found it too easy.
Recorder. I guess it's not a really difficult musical instrument to learn. As long as you know how to, play the notes, then you can play many different songs.
The recorder is used in many schools in music class to teach children how to play their first instrument.
Exactly. So now Joni says, honestly, I didn't care for the piano, so I wasn't a very diligent student. Okay, so she's saying, honestly, Honestly is an adverb. When you use this word, it just means that you want to make a point that you are telling the truth. So you are emphasizing that. You want to tell people this is what happened. So you can also say that he spoke honestly about the mistakes that he made. So, okay, so it said she didn't work really hard, right?
Well, she said she didn't care for the piano. When you say you don't care for something, it means you don't like it. You don't particularly like it. So when she says, I didn't care for the piano, she didn't like playing the piano. And for that reason, she wasn't a very diligent student. So diligent is an adjective, which means showing focus or care to your work, your duties, or your studies. So in this case, she wasn't a diligent student. She did not try very hard to focus on playing the piano and learning how to play it well. So, for example, the diligent student studied hard for the exam.
That's right. And that just means that the student worked very, very hard, studied very, very hard, right? And we all know that if you want to be really good at something or be really good at playing the musical instrument, you have to be very diligent. You have to work really, really hard, right? So what does Stevie say now?
He says, did you keep learning? So did she keep playing the piano and learning how to play the piano?
And Joni says, no, my mom changed me to the flute. Flute is another musical instrument. And then triangle. Oh, triangle is the one that looks like a triangle and with a stick, right? So my mom changed me to the flute and then triangle because they're also in classical music. Okay, well, I guess her mom had a lot to say about her choices too.
Yeah, I think so. She didn't decide to change. Her mom changed her to different instruments, so her mom was choosing which instrument she wants her to play. And Stevie simply says, I see. As in, I understand, I get it.
That's right. And then we're looking at this word classical, and that is an adjective. And when we say classical here, we're talking about classical music because Joni's mom thought that triangle and also the flute, they're in classical music, right? So classical music is a genre of music that was written in the past. Some of the famous classical, composers, classical music composers are like Beethoven or Mozart. And a lot of people enjoy listening to classical music.
And in this case, I think probably her mother enjoys listening to classical music, so she wants her daughter to play classical music.
Exactly.
Well, that's it for today. So we'll see you guys next time when we get into part B of this article.
We'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Joni and Stevie are listening to music.
What a groovy song! And the trumpet player is fantastic.
I bought the album because of him. Also, I have a soft spot for the trumpet because I played it in school.
That's cool. My first instrument was the piano.
Actually, my first was the recorder, but I found it too easy.
Honestly, I didn't care for the piano, so I wasn't a very diligent student.
Did you keep learning?
No, my mom changed me to the flute and then triangle because they're also in classical music.
I see.
Hi, I'm Tina. 我们来看这一课的重点单字。第一个 song 名词歌曲。What's your favorite English song? 你最喜欢的英文歌曲是什么？下一个单字 album 名词音乐专辑。The band released a new album last week. 那个乐团上周发行了一张新专辑。Release 指的是推出、发行。下一个单字 diligent 形容词，勤奋的。Ian is very diligent in his work. Ian 工作非常勤奋。下一个单字 classical 形容词，古典的，通常指的是音乐类型上。I prefer jazz music to classical music. 相较于古典音乐，我更喜欢爵士音乐。接着我们来看重点文法。第一个 somebody has a soft spot for 加名词，某人钟爱什么东西，这是一个固定用法。Soft spot 是名词，意思是强烈喜好，惯用单数。我们来看看这个例句。Nelson has a soft spot for rock music. Nelson 非常喜欢摇滚乐。下一个文法 A finds B 加形容词 A 认为 B 怎么样，这个片语是由 A finds B to be 加上形容词省略 to be 而来。 Find 的三态是 find, found, found， 在这里指认为觉得。我们来看看这个例句。The students found the class a bit boring. 学生们觉得这堂课有点无聊。最后一个文法 care for 喜欢、热爱，这是一个不可以分开的动词片语，惯用于否定句。我们来看看这个例句。I don't care for some of my classmates. 我不喜欢我的一些同学。以上就是这一课的重点单字跟文法，回去记得复习哦。我们下一课再见，拜拜。
Hi everyone, today we're going to take you to the Bamboo Art Museum in Nantou. Now an art museum is a place where you can see lots of beautiful paintings, sculptures, different types of works of art. Now there are also museums like handicrafts museums as well, where you can see a lot of artworks made by hand. Now one of the most famous art museums in the world is called the Louvre, and that is in Paris, France. I'm sure a lot of you have heard of it before. But as for now, let's check out the Bamboo Art Museum. The Nantou Bamboo Art Museum is a great place to learn about bamboo culture and art in Taiwan. Nantou County is well known for its bamboo production. In order to promote the bamboo industry, Nantou County government established the Nantou Bamboo Art Museum. It is the first local cultural museum in Taiwan. The Bamboo Art Museum wants to show bamboo artworks that are both modern and traditional. Visitors can see useful household items like chairs and baskets. They can also see artistic pieces like works of bamboo weaving, bamboo carving, and mixed media. The museum has some bamboo-made games for visitors to play. To learn more about Taiwan's bamboo culture, be sure to visit the Nantou Bamboo Art Museum. Well, if you're an art lover, I'm sure you enjoyed our lesson today. There's a lot of things to learn about bamboo art and culture at this place. So don't forget to pay a visit, and we'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.